Hi guys, I hope you are well. Thanks so much for being here this morning. Well, I hope you have had a good week. But actually for a lot of us this week, including myself and Luke, it's actually been quite a hard week. And we're going to go into some of that this session because tomorrow we have the sad thing that we've got to do in saying goodbye to one of our youth group.
Yeah, I'm sure all of you have heard the sad news by now. But one of our beloved young people who came to Sundays at Didsbury and to the Monday night sessions, Connor McConkie, sadly lost his battle to cancer last Friday. And this week we've been trying to do our best to hold it together and give Connor the best send-off that we could possibly give for him.
Yeah, and so we know this is really hard and this is really sad for us, but we wanted to address it today because we want to do this as community. We don't just want to say things happen and we're just going to get on with life, because actually we feel like it is really important to honour this moment, to honour the McConkie families, no matter how well you knew them and knew Connor or not. It's important to think through and understand some of this, and how it affects each one of us will be slightly different, and that's okay. But for Luke particularly, it's been a hard week because Luke's really tracked with Connor and the McConkie family over the last few months. And I thought it'd be really important for you to hear what Luke's learned through this and just something that he wants to say to you guys.
Yeah, so I did briefly speak about it the Monday just gone at youth when we remembered Connor. But I just really spoke from the heart and spoke about how, as awful and as horrendous as this time has been, that literally the only thing that has gotten me through this time is a picture that Jesus gave me a while back, one of Connor, and one that Jesus was speaking to me about entrusting Connor over to him, and how Jesus could look after him better than I could ever look after him, better than anyone could ever look after him. It's just really gotten me to a place where, is Christianity something that we just say to each other just to make ourselves feel better? Or do we actually believe it's the truth? Do we actually believe that Jesus came to earth 2,000 years ago, died on a cross, so then we could be with him in heaven?
Yeah, it's a lot to process and a lot to go through. But actually, as Luke said, knowing that Jesus is with us, knowing that he gives us hope, and actually knowing that there is heaven is incredible and gives us amazing hope. We know for certain that Connor believed in Jesus. We know for certain that Connor is in heaven. And even though it's really hard for us who have left behind, it does give us some hope, something good to hang on to know that heaven is there and that Jesus is with us in this pain, as well as being the hope for the future that he can be. And there's lots of verses in the Bible all about these different things, but the one that we wanted to focus on today says this:
"Where, O death, is your victory? Where, O death, is your sting? The sting of death is sin, and the power of sin is the law. But thanks be to God, he gave us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, stand firm, let nothing move you. Always give yourself fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labour in the Lord is not in vain."
This verse isn't saying that death doesn't hurt, that death isn't important, that death doesn't affect us in some way, but actually what it does say is that the sting has somehow gone because we have hope, because we have heaven. The sting has somehow been taken away. It's not the awful thing that it could be. And we have this hope in Jesus, and that is good news today for us, even though it still hurts.
And it also encourages us to be all in for Jesus as well. It's times like this when all else is stripped away and we're left with pretty much nothing, that our hope in Jesus and what he brings to us really matters. So I think our challenge would be for you guys today is to really start to think about what this actually means, what the hope we have in Jesus truly means for you.
Yeah, because we feel like it's so important that Connor knew that. You know, we're so pleased that we know where he's gone. But there's other people in our lives that we don't know the answer to that, and we don't want anyone to miss out on this hope, this future that God has, no matter, you know, what life holds. We have that as our hope in the future, and we don't want anyone to miss out on that. And so that's just a real challenge for us as well. Like, how can we live our lives so that it impacts other people? Because Connor certainly did that for us. And so we hope that you have a good session today. It might be a hard one, but it's good to talk about these things. It's good to look at things that hurt sometimes, because together that's going to make us stronger. So I hope it gives you peace and hope, knowing that Jesus is always there and always gives us hope.